Hello, my name is Bob. Welcome to A Shortstop on Pool. What do you think of my clickbait title? Pretty good, huh? I hope it got your attention because as an advanced player and an instructor, this topic is really important to me. So why would I make a video saying that aiming systems suck? Why wouldn't I talk about what's great about aiming systems? After all, aiming systems are important, especially if you're a beginner. In my opinion, it's the knowledge that the contact point of a shot is different than the aiming point that leads to players' fascination with aiming systems. And boy, oh boy, do people love to invent aiming systems. One thing I've learned over 40 years of playing pool is that you can make the ball doing it wrong, you can miss the ball doing it right, but you can only make all of the balls doing it well. I realize that aiming systems can be a very contentious topic among pool players, and my intent is not to ruffle any feathers here. I understand that no one is going to agree with everything that I say, but I think it's an important topic, and that's why I wanted to make this video showing the top 10 reasons your aiming system sucks. Number 10, precision. Take a look at the red circle on this cue ball. It's roughly the size of most Q-tips. Yet we all know that when you strike the cue ball with your Q-tip, only a small percentage of that diameter actually contacts the cue ball. Now take a look at this popular training cue ball. The intersection of any of these lines represents the size of the point that advanced players and pros are attempting to strike the cue ball. Can your aiming system help you do that? Watch me shoot a simple straight-in stop shot on a 7-foot table. Not much of a stop shot, was it? Here's two more examples where I pocket the ball, but the cue ball does not stop. If your cue ball does not behave on a simple stop shot, how accurately do you think you're hitting your cut shots? Now watch the movement of my cue ball on this 8-ball shot. No aiming system is required to pocket this straight-in shot, and until you can hit the cue ball this precisely, you can't even evaluate your aiming system, much less rely on it. Number 9. Keep it simple. Let's watch a similar shot by arguably one of the fastest and then one of the slowest pro players. This is an incomplete summary of a shot process, but first, Joshua Filler checks the angle of the ball to the pocket. Next, he visualizes the shot and the position. He brings his cue down on the aim line. His eyes check Q-tip position and aim. His cue is delivered smoothly along the aim line that he visualized when standing. Now let's watch Ralph Soke shoot a similar shot. Visualize position, check. Check the angle to the pocket. Visualize the shot and position. Cue down on aim line. Eyes checking tip and aim. Stroke delivery. A good shot routine is neither complicated nor dominated by an aiming system. Most of the work is done before the player ever bends down on the shot. The shot routine is very well rehearsed and simply repeatable. Care in aiming is always important, but excessive attention and calculation of an aiming system is disruptive to the simple, repeatable process. Reason number 8. Accuracy. Reason number 10 used the word precision to describe exactly where you hit the cue ball. With reason number 8, accuracy refers to exactly where the cue ball strikes the object ball. In this image, the 2 ball is in the ghost ball position aligned with the center of the pocket. The solid yellow lines show the margin of error for each edge of the object ball to enter the pocket. The 2 center lines through the center of the 10 ball illustrate the variance that the 10 ball can be struck and the ball will still be pocketed. Here are the exact same balls from the point of view of the shooter. In this example, the center line of the aim line points just past the edge of the 10 ball. But how do you know that? And can your aiming system show you where to aim in order to pocket the ball in the left or the right side of the pocket? Here's a typical rail shot with the yellow lines showing the variance for a shot like this that's aimed at a narrower part of the pocket. And there's even more variance when you strike the shot softly and it can brush the rail before going in. From the shooter's point of view, we can see where to aim in order to pocket the 10 ball in the center of the pocket. But the overhead view showed us how much variance there is even in this shot. And then we all know how much the shot is affected by side spin, either left or right, cling, and the speed at which the shot is struck. There is no aiming system that can guarantee you will pocket this ball, because there is much more to accurate aiming than just finding the center of the pocket. By the way, here's a line showing where the left edge of the shaft is pointed. This is similar to Shane Van Boning's aiming system. I like to use the edge of the shaft in this manner to begin my setup for rail shots, but everyone's head position is slightly different, so your perception of where the shaft is aligned could disagree with someone else's perception. On a related note, I've seen players with high deflection shafts swear that their cue stick is pointed directly at an object ball, when in reality I can see that it's pointed 1 or 2 inches to the side. But if your aiming system promises to tell you where to point your cue so you'll never miss, then it does not understand the concept of accuracy. Reason number 7, stay still. From Mosconi to Gorst. Throughout the decades, the best players are perfectly still down on the ball. See the angle to the pocket. See the aim line. Put the cue on that line. Stay still until and as you shoot. See the angle to the pocket. See the aim line. Put the cue on that line. Stay still until and as you shoot. See the angle to the pocket. See the aim line. Put the cue on that line. Stay still until and as you shoot. Aiming is done while standing up. Moving or pivoting or shifting or sweeping or any lateral movement of your cue after you're down on the shot is detrimental to ball pocketing. Reason number 6, visualization. Beginning players often need help seeing the shot line, the aim line, and the tangent line of the cue ball for all the various shots. And aiming systems, such as the ghost ball, can help a great deal. With practice, as a player improves, they learn to visualize the entire shot while standing up and to visualize the ball into the pocket while down on the shot. But what does all this visualization really mean? It means that as you improve, your brain is building up a library of sight pictures. Pool players often talk about the similarities between pool and the sports of golf and tennis. But the two activities that actually have the most in common with pool, because they require you to remain perfectly still and to see the sight picture, are archery and pistol target shooting. When a target shooter has aligned the front sight between the rear sights and the bullseye of the target, they have acquired a proper sight picture. A pool player's sight picture is harder to acquire. Their variables are cue-tip position, shaft direction, apparent angle to pocket, and the perceived size difference between object ball and cue ball. With time and practice, the player learns how to identify the accuracy and precision of the proper sight picture for the shot that they're attempting. We call it visualization because the player can learn to see with their mind's eye that the sight picture is correct. Here's another sight picture image with the 10 ball in the exact same location, but the cue ball much farther back. It's the exact same object ball angle to pocket and the exact same cue ball angle to the object ball, yet the sight picture is completely different. In number 8, I mentioned that players with high deflection shafts often have a different perception of where their cue stick is actually pointing. And this is an example of the brain learning to identify the correct sight picture. Placing a ghost ball in front of the 10 ball is good training for beginners, but no aiming system is practical or a substitute for learning how to visualize, feel, and see the sight picture. Reason number 5, aiming is easy. In my opinion, many players become overwhelmed at the seemingly infinite variety of shots, that is, the relationship of object ball to cue ball, that can occur anywhere on a pool table. And so the idea of some kind of trick or secret or system that can make aiming easier is very appealing. But stop. It's not that complicated. One way to look at it is that there are only 3 types of pool shots: when the object ball is frozen to the rail, bank shots, and open table cut shots. It's these cut shots that aiming systems typically address. Take this 10 ball, for example. We all know that if the cue ball strikes the 10 ball here, the 10 ball will go in the pocket. But how do you visualize that spot from various cue ball positions? A line through the ghost ball parallel to each rail, and another line through the ghost ball perpendicular to the shot line creates 4 quadrants from which the object ball can be pocketed. Quadrant 1 is an inside angle cut to the left. Quadrant 2 is an outside angle cut to the left. Quadrant 3 is an outside angle cut to the right. And quadrant 4 is an inside angle cut to the right. Every single open table cut shot, no matter where it is located on the table, can be analyzed in this way. These quadrants, nor the ghost ball in the image, is an aiming system. It's a way to simplify and practice any cut shot. Practice shooting this 10 ball from different locations within quadrant 1, and you will soon begin to build up a library of sight pictures on how to shoot inside angles to the left. And you can apply those sight pictures to any inside angle cut shot to the left located anywhere on the table. Aiming is easy, and there's no trick to learning how to aim consistently during competition. It just takes practice. Reason number 4, aim and intent. My video titled Efren's Elbow concluded by stressing the importance of a player's intent. But what is meant by intent? Take a look at this shot facing world champion Alison Fisher. It's a long shot made more difficult by the cue ball being on the rail and delicate position needed. Alison's intent includes the object ball to the pocket, the cue ball to the object ball, cue tip position, cue ball path after object ball contact, spin and speed. Before ever bending down to shoot, every aspect of her intent is clearly established and visualized in her mind. To execute her intent, Alison employs a shot routine that includes sighting the object ball, sighting the aim line, proper feet placement, cue and head alignment while standing behind the shot, stance, rhythm, focus, eye patterns, a pause and a smooth follow-through, and remaining still during and after the shot. No aiming system is a substitute for a clear intent and proper execution. Each of the components of her intent and the execution of her intent is well rehearsed. She can see, that is, visualize, the shot before she shoots, and she can feel when it is right while shooting. No system is needed for her rhythm or eye patterns, for example, and neither for aiming. Good play is rehearsed, and match play is the performance of your intent. Number 3, hard work. Too many aiming systems seem to suggest that there's some kind of trick or secret of the pros, that if you just learn to master it, you will never miss again. And the plain fact is, that just isn't true. No matter what aiming system you use, or if you use none at all, when you're down on the shot, looking at the cue ball and the object ball, you need to visualize whether or not your cue tip is pointed in the correct direction and the ball will be pocketed. The concentration required is hard work. Learning to play great pool involves practicing all aspects of physical and mental technique. The relative importance of any aiming system is put in its place when you put in that hard work. Learning to play well takes hard work. Shooting a shot takes hard work. Reason number 2, stroke delivery. Watch me shoot this long straight-in shot. Why did I miss this shot? Is it because I didn't know how to aim? It was a straight-in shot. I'm going to suggest to you that the vast majority of shots that you miss are not because you aimed incorrectly. Now watch me pocket this ball. Well, that was much better, but it still wasn't a good quality stroke delivery. By the way, in both of these shots, I stroked the ball with my eyes closed. Too much attention paid to aiming systems can tend to make a player results-oriented. Instead, your focus should be on the quality of your execution. The results will follow. The number one reason why your aiming system sucks. Sorry, but I have to do it.
It's a trap!
Thank you, Admiral Akbar, but let's take a closer look at this trap. Over the years, I've encountered too many players who seem to subscribe to the following logical syllogism. Premise number 1, misses are caused by faulty aim. Premise number 2, aiming systems guarantee correct aim. Conclusion, aiming systems prevent misses. The conclusion of a logical syllogism is only true if its structure is valid and both premises can be shown to be true. So let's look at premise number 1. Are missed shots caused by faulty aim? Certainly they are, but not all missed shots. A shot can be aimed correctly and still missed. We saw that in reason number 2. And likewise, a shot can be aimed wrong and still pocketed with a faulty stroke delivery. Premise number 2. The truth is that no aiming system can guarantee correct aim, not even the ghost ball system, because you have to still visualize the point or the edge of the shaft or whatever else your system asks you to look at. In my opinion, aiming systems can be very helpful for beginners, and even intermediate players are having trouble with some shots. But any aiming system that has you moving around in any way once you're down on the shot is a detriment to your game. So we can easily conclude that no, aiming systems do not prevent misses. In my opinion, the best that we can say is that some aiming systems can help you to get close while you're standing up and aiming the shot before you align your cue and before you get down on the shot. And that some aiming systems, such as Shane Van Boning's edge of shaft system, can help you check your aim when you're down on the shot and preparing to shoot the ball. Please don't fall into the trap of thinking that an aiming system is going to do more for your game than they're capable of. In business, there's a principle called the law of diminishing returns, and we can apply this principle to pool. There's a sliding scale that begins with a beginning pool player who puts in a little bit of effort and sees a lot of reward. They're able to start pocketing balls and even draw the cue ball relatively soon after they begin learning how to swing a pool stick. So there's a very big reward for a little bit of effort. As a player advances in skill, they continue to learn, but it takes more effort to achieve a slightly smaller reward than when they were a beginner. The advanced player begins to suffer greatly from the law of diminishing returns. It takes a lot of effort for a little bit of increased performance. And then I can't even imagine how much effort it takes for a pro player to improve from a high 700 Fargo rating to a low 800. But the reason I bring up the law of diminishing returns is that I've seen far too many intermediate players and even advanced players who get bogged down by focusing their attention and their effort on areas of their game that are not likely to bring very much improvement. And I think the biggest culprit is aiming systems. Please don't fall into this trap. And those are my top 10 reasons why your aiming system sucks. I suspect that this video may elicit some strong emotions. If you think that your aiming system has helped your game, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. But let's keep the discussion civil and polite. Thank you. Did you know that my book, A Shortstop on Straight Pool, comes with a USB drive key that has over 200 video clips demonstrating various break shots from everywhere on the table, along with more clips showing how to manufacture break balls, safety play, and a whole bunch of drills. Check it out right now at www.shortstoponpool.com. Also, all you VNEA players, look me up. I'm the real tall guy with gray hair and glasses. At the Valley Championships coming end of May, first week of June, I will have some coupons with me so you can save a little bit of money on the book and talk to me about straight pool. Thank you for watching. See you next time.